Welcome back to the bottom of the third. The SteepleCats will have the top of the order due up. Daniel Holst, followed by Nick Riotto and Dustin Shirley. Against Houston Mabray, here's the first pitch to Holst. Misses for a ball. These three, Holst, Riotto, and Shirley, were set down in order in the bottom of the first, with Holst and Shirley striking out. Now they lead off here in the third. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. And the 1-1 misses 2-1. The 2-1 misses 3 balls and a strike to Daniel Holst. SteepleCats lead 1-0 here in the fourth. The 3-1. Taking all the way. Count is full, 3-2.
Holst checks back with the umpire. See where that pitch was. David Sherman, the home plate umpire. Jared Heater in the field tonight.
And the payoff pitch misses for ball 4. Holst will toss his bat and walk on down to first with nobody out here in the third. And now here comes Nick Riotto.
2 strikeouts for Mayberry, the Nighthawks pitcher so far, and this is the first walk he's given up tonight, but you certainly don't want to walk the leadoff batter in an inning, and especially the leadoff batter overall in Holst. He's got some speed at the top of the lineup.
So here's Nick Riotto. And the pitch is popped up. That's in foul territory. Molina going over. And he makes the catch just shy of the SteepleCats dugout. And now Holst will tag at first and go to second. And he is safe at second. That's good base running there. It's very risky to try and take off after a caught foul ball just behind third base. But the dimensions are so big here that why not?
Well, also, again, you've got to pay attention if you're an infielder for the Nighthawks. Molina went over to catch the ball. He's the third baseman. There's no one at second. There's no one at third. So either Maul or the second baseman for the Nighthawks, Austin Embler, has to be over at the bag to cover. Again, lapse of judgment for the Nighthawks, just like we saw in that bunt last inning.
Baseball 101.
Fundamentals.
Baseball 101. So here's Dustin Shirley. And the pitch to Shirley in there for a strike, 0-1.
You know, and that's just a case of North Adams catching the Nighthawks napping. And it's happened too many times to this Nighthawks team over the course of the season.
And SteepleCats running all over the place on those. Now no balls and 2 strikes to Dustin Shirley. And the 1-2 pitch is on its way, and that just misses downstairs for a ball, 2-2. Shirley 0 for 1 with a strikeout in this game. And the 2-2 is fouled back.
No activity in the Nighthawks bullpen. I mean, only 1 run and 4 hits given up by Mayberry. No errors, which for the Nighthawks, believe it or not, and I don't mean this as a disparaging remark, but that's kind of surprising so far in this game. But the defense with a little bit of lapse of judgment.
And now on his way to third is Holst. That is a fair ball. And safe at first is Dustin Shirley. That ball was grounded right to third, but Holst, who is taking off trying to steal, able to beat that out, and it totally, once again, caught the Nighthawks off guard, and another miscommunication, and everybody's safe. It's runners at the corners.
Well, Molina picked it up and had a chance of going foul. The runner was already going to make it to third, and that's Holst. Shouldn't even be at third to begin with, but Molina didn't let it roll foul. He wasn't going to get the runner anyway, so now runners at the corners with one out for North Adams, and they lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. This could be, Robert, a lot worse, especially going back to that last inning with the bases loaded for the SteepleCats.
Well, the SteepleCats looking to make it, to add to it here with Daniel Holst at bat, and he swings and misses for, or correction, that's Edward House at the plate. He swings and misses for a strike, 0-1. It's that small ball, like advancing to one base, then the next, like we saw Holst do after drawing a walk, and then manufacturing a run. That is what the SteepleCats do best.
Station to station. I believe 3 out of their 5 base hits tonight have all come in the infield.
And the 0-1 swung on and hit and run, and that's going to be bobbled by the shortstop, Matt Mullen. Once again, everybody's safe. And it's 2-0 SteepleCats. That's going to be an error all the way on Matt Mull, the shortstop for the Nighthawks. He was caught off guard by the fact that Dustin Shirley was running with the pitch on a potential hit and run, and he kind of hesitated a bit on trying to decide, should I go to second or first, and may have taken his eye off the ball, and he bobbled it. Everybody's safe.
Almost looked like he wanted to backhand it, and the Nighthawks should be out of this inning. A routine double play ball right there, and Mull couldn't handle it, and here we go. First error on the board for the Nighthawks. It comes with one out in the bottom of the third inning.
Now here's Noah Vaughn, who had the first of 2 infield singles last inning, and he swings and misses for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1. Swung on and missed for a strike, 0-2. It was, in the 4th of July game between these two teams, it was the third inning where the SteepleCats began to set the tone.
Oh, I know. I remember it very well.
Similar story to yesterday's game between the SteepleCats and the Gulls, when the Gulls scored 9 runs in the top of the third, all with 2 outs, in what ended up being a 14-1 win for Newport here at Joe Wolf Field. And count as a ball and 2 strikes. And you knew the SteepleCats were going to be ready to respond today. Talking to Coach Armstrong after yesterday's loss, and he was, saying how we came up flat and he expected the team to come out motivated today and respond, not to avoid a repeat performance. And he's getting that so far.
Mayberry starting to get distracted with the runners on base. Shirley at second and House on first. Shirley really dancing around behind Mayberry at second base.
And the 2-2 pitch is on its way, and Noah Vaughn swings at that one and fouls it back to the picnic area. We'll do it again. On deck is John Mazza for the SteepleCats.
Mazza singled and scored the first run of the ball game for the SteepleCats last inning.
Check on the runners. And the 2-2 pitch misses for ball 3-3-2. It's interesting. A left-handed pitcher, Dave, is generally, when they're in their stretch, they're looking right at first base. Mm-hmm. So it's hard for a base runner on first to try and run. And a right-handed pitcher, I'm noticing this with Mabray, all he has to do to look at the guy on second is turn his head. It's much easier for him to check on runners at second in that sense. And the 3-2 is grounded to second. Step on the bag for 1 to first. That's in time for a double play, and the inning comes to an end, but not before the SteepleCats push across another run, and take a 2-0 lead on the NECBL Broadcast Network as we head to the 4th inning at Joe Wolf Field. Back after this.